Alright, yo, I'm gonna review The Winter King. Yeet, ski. Let me stop. But it's a really good TV show. It was only episode 1, season 1. It's on MGM Plus, like the MGM Grant, the famous hotel in Las Vegas. And the Plus is a streaming platform, so you have to add the Plus. So it's MGM Plus. It has Ian Castle. I can't say his last name. Castle something, Castle Lander, I don't know. But he's the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's outstanding. It's not outstanding, but obviously it's not Game of Thrones. Books are always better than movies. There's more details, more source material. You get enough time to really explore and create and explore the world that's created. And books would take way longer than movies. So it's like a fully fleshed out world. That really is brought to life by the film, the pictures, that motion pictures and sound show. So, yeah, it's not Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has just better source material, and Game of Thrones is just more detailed off the jump. I like King Arthur, Camelot, all that stuff. I like it. Yeah, honestly, like, it's like Robert Downey Jr. was perfect casting for Iron Man. Ian, whatever his name is perfect casting for Arthur. He's so like held back, or he's just so not resolute. He's so like recluse, not recluse, but he's just so. He's like, I don't know. There's a word for it, but he just takes his position back from behind, observes, and he's just really intelligent. He's always thinking. So you can just see it right off the bat from the TV show that he's just like, he's always thinking. He's not going to make an outward move. He's going to sit back in the corner, analyze the entire field, and then he's going to continue to make plays slowly and methodically. And it's just on his face. That's why I would say this is like a perfect casting situation, because it's just on his face the entire time. It's really interesting. There's a lot of like theater vibes to it, but I really, really like it. And they're not like rushing off. They're taking their time. Even you can just tell off the jump from the first episode. They're just taking all their time. Obviously, like, acting nowadays is hard to find, especially in TV. It's hard to find bad acting. The acting is good. Ian is perfect casting, but you can just tell. It's just like this show is gonna take it stroke by stroke, inch by inch, and it's gonna like hit all. It's gonna like do everything it's supposed to. It's not gonna like finish poorly like what's the show? Game of Thrones ended very poorly. And maybe people honestly not want to watch the show because of the letdown that it had. But this show does not have that. It is really, really good. It's a sleek and smooth show just watching it. Really good characters. I mean, it's good. And like, I don't know, it's one of like, it's like not a lot of timepieces can't really like make you feel the time period, but also be present and human. This one does. Like, I feel like I'm in that Camelot, whatever era, but I also feel like it's just real people. And yeah, there's a lot of like very like mid-level like Breaking Bad type things of just like they're doing such a good job. It just feels like a real situation, like you're walking to a room next door instead of just watching something that was, spent all the time creating, constructed, and writing, things like that. So it's a short review because the show's good. Like, when it's good, you don't need to talk about it much. Just go watch it. So it's good. Just definitely check it out. I'm really liking MGM Plus. It was really good. I watched Creed 3. Not good. The film was constructed well. It is watchable. Very watchable. You will find enjoyment of it. But overall, compared to the first two and then compared to Rocky, it doesn't cut it. And it's not that it's bad. Like, it's just like, if you're comparing it to the other ones, which you have to because it's Rocky, or just as a standalone, it's just, I think the directing was good, but everything else, yeah. But anyways, I really like MGM Plus because I feel like every platform is like catered to yourself. And Disney Plus, I think, is, for me, I like superheroes. I think Disney Plus and HBO Max, which has DC stuff, are when I like, if I have money, if I'm in a position I'm gonna have both of them because I like superheroes. So you can, especially Marvel. Marvel movies are just very easy and light and rewatchable and just quick. Like they feel like comic books. And like Zack Snyder's thing, even though it's long, but it's all comic book stuff. Is just kind of fun. These super beings that kind of dance around and have this good spectacle. It's easy for me. So me personally, those are two I would have. And I feel like you kind of have to have Hulu if you watch TV. And then there's a bunch of new shows on NBC which look fire. There's like The Irrational, which is the guy from Rent. 5,000, 25,600. The guy from Rent with the cap. And then there's another one where it's the lady from stinking Shameless. It's the lady who married the other guy, and dang, that joint looks good too. Where she captures the guy who like was a predator on her and her children, and then like now it's like she cages this human monster to solve cases, and then it has another guy from Agency Shield. Them joints look like I gotta go back to watching TV. So yeah, I mean honestly, there's a lot of streaming platforms to watch, and streaming platforms is way better than TV. Because especially if you're working a daily life, you only have like 3-4 episodes a day, if that. So, yeah, high marks, outstanding. Well, not high marks, but me personally, I just really like it. I feel like it's about movies and watching good movies and movies that are like not like. I don't know. It suits me. I feel like it's like newer movies, movies with more details and cachet. Like I think A24 is more like artsy movies. Netflix is just like general movies, and then you get like Apple TV, which is trying to be bougie and suave, and then which is not really my type of thing. And then you got Amazon, which is also kind of trying to be bougie and suave, but in a different type of thing. So, both those streaming platforms are not really me, and the TV shows, I don't really care. Like Citadel, not interested. But this show, it's a streaming platform that I like, so I'm definitely gonna be watching. And I like a lot of the movies. I watch Virtuoso with Denzel. Denzel don't miss, so it does feel like he kind of phoned it in a little bit, but Denzel don't miss. So, anyways, that's all I had to say. The Winter King. Really, really good show. Yeah, I would say really, really good because just like it's only I only watched like the 4 episodes and it was just easy watch and you could tell it's just like there's levels to it. Like I feel like Doctor Who blew the load kind of thing where they kind of did the extreme and the season finale stuff like a bunch of times and you kind of got bored, and then now they got to bring David Tennant back to save the day, but they just kind of like, you know, they gave their best, and now whatever they have now is like pales in comparison. And I feel like this show is not doing that at all. They're taking their time to really like execute a quality TV show, and it's also their flagship show for the streaming platform. Yeah, anyways.